Félicitations, Marcel. Please welcome inductee Marcel Bellefeuille and Aldège Bellefeuille to present Marcel with his GG's Football Hall of Fame Award. Marcel, j'imagine, comme tout entraîneur, tu as quelques mots à nous dire.
Merci. First of all, great job with the video. I told you, sweetie, somebody else could make me look good besides you. But they forgot to mention my Nobel Peace Award. I don't know what that was all about. When I took the job in '98, I sat down and had a discussion with my father. And I said, Dad, I'm a young guy. I don't have a lot of experience. I said, there's been championships here. However, there's only been one Vanier Cup, and that's Coach Gilbert, and that's 75, and all those icons, and that's who I'm chasing. And my dad looked at me and he said, oh, you're in trouble. He goes, I go, why? He goes, because he says, you don't know shit. I said, it gets worse than that, Pops. I said, not only that, I said, we've had so many budget cuts. I said, the power companies turned off the light at the end of the tunnel. So we went back and forth, and he looked at me, and his demeanor changed. And when his demeanor changed, he looked at me and said, son, 90% of the people don't care about your problems, and the other 10% are glad you have them. And then it hit me. I said, oh my, I got to have a little paradigm shift here. I got to look at this thing differently. So a month later, I get out on vacation, and I'm in Europe, going for a little walk, and cordless. I'm going for a little walk along a little country road here, and there's a bunch of rocks, and there's some guys there. And so I'm going along the road, and all of a sudden I'm going along this road, I'm walking, and I see these pile of rocks, these three guys, and I walked up and I said, excuse me, sir, what are you doing? He says, I'm cutting a stone. Well, tell me nothing, I'm a football coach, I need more information. So I said, I see another guy walk down here. Excuse me, sir, what are you doing? He says, I'm cutting a stone. I'm cutting it a square, make a nice bevel. But now I'm getting agitated. I'm like, you ain't telling me anything. I said, well, I feel like I'm in one of those Mario Kart movies here or something. So I cruise down, I see the third guy, and I come down to the third guy and I said, excuse me, sir, what are you doing? He says, I'm building a cathedral. I said, you must be the boss. Well, no, I just do it like the other guys. I said, okay. And as I'm walking away, I figure it out. It's all about how you see your challenges. So we went on this journey, and we came back and we got into a room with Ray and the coaches, and we said, how are we going to accomplish this goal and catch those dirty dogs in 75 feet? And we sat in there and we came up with a concept called Kaizen. And it's inside of all our national championship rings. Now, Kaizen is a multinational word the Japanese use for continuous and never-ending improvement. So we went on this journey, and Kaizen was going to be how we were going to get there. So I said, fellas, the first stone cutter, we can't go with him. He's just trying to create a good team. The second stone cutter wants to create a good program. But we want to be the third stone cutter, and we want to create a culture. And that's what we started out to do in 2000, is create a culture, 98 to 2000. And by creating that culture, I said we created Kaizen. And that was our key word. So throughout that year, we're practicing bad, guys aren't hustling, Kaizen! All of a sudden, the guys start practicing hard. Walk in a meeting, guys aren't taking notes, Kaizen! Guy starts writing down notes. It got so bad, my kids doing dishes, doing a shitty job, Kaizen! One day I was going through the McDonald's drive-thru and I was almost choking out the kid because my order was wrong. I'm like, Kaizen! So our players got after this thing, and they really loved this concept. And then we hit our biggest challenge in the season, 2000. And that was, we were playing the three worst teams late in the year. Usually your biggest challenge is, we beat the national champions with our backup quarterback in conference final. We beat Coach Marcel and undefeated McMaster team on the road with our backup quarterback, and then Phil came in and lighted up and we won the Vanier Cup. But our biggest challenge was playing U of T, Windsor, push-ups all in a row late in the year. And our challenge was, because in this model, continuous and never-ending improvement, how do you keep your level up when your talent goes down? And these players did a wonderful job of embracing that. And our opponents weren't important. Where we played was not important. What was important was that we got better. We got better at recruiting, we got better at practicing, we got better at our skill sets. That's all that mattered to these players and these coaches. And so we played these games, and I came to them the first week at U of T, and I had an envelope early in the week, because as Coach Clemens knows, you don't win on Saturday or Sunday, you win on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And I said, fellas, if you play to your potential, this should be the score at the end of the game. Here you go, captains, take it. And we'll open it up after the game. No disrespect to our opponent. So I put in there 55-3, and we had won 55-10, and I was pissed. I was like, you guys let me down. No, those guys did a great job. And so we went on this 3-game tour. And then I couldn't help, as we went forward, several years later, in that picture here, I'm the head coach of the Hamilton Tiger Cats, and we had taken over a 3-15 organization. And we flipped it in the first year, and Neil was around. And the first year we flipped it, and this is before the Eastern Final, which we hosted, and it's before the National Anthem. And what's going through my head? Our experiences at the University of Ottawa with our Kaizen concept is translated and flipped the CFL organization. And that really hit home to me, and that's why that picture is in there. So I would say this to you. Je voudrais dire merci à l'Université d'Ottawa. Et aussi, bonne chance à l'équipe de football 2018 cette année aussi. Encore to all the other inductees, congratulations, you are so worthy. And I would say this, as I talk about the coaches and players that I worked with, I'm only here for one reason, because of you. Alone, I'm not good enough. But the coaches we had, Denis, Whitey, Deuce, all you guys that are here, our dysfunctionality was just what the doctor ordered that year. You can put a barrel of monkeys together and have success as long as you don't mix in a zebra or a tiger. So we didn't do that. Thank you. And to our players, the great leadership we had, our captains, Phil, Steve, Ali, Maxime, Lucas, Michel, all you guys. Great leaders, but more importantly, it was our players. Leadership is the key. Our players took us to where we wanted to go. And they overcame. Coach Gilbert and I had a discussion last night. You want to be a good coach? Get good players. You want to be a great coach? Get good players with great leadership skills, and you're going to become a great coach. And that's what these men are. That was it. In closing, to my family, my kids, Emily, Alex, Matea, Cedric, thank you. I miss birthday parties. I miss graduations, and your mom still did a hell of a job raising you. Because you guys understand the difference between reputation and character. You all have character. Reputation is what people think you are. Character is what you are. I thank you. And to my wife, thank you. You've lived in moving trucks. You've sewn jerseys, banging a cup a week. You baked food for our players. By the way, that's your violation, not mine. But I would not be here without you. Stem with mon cœur. Everybody have a great night.